Yahoo! Welcome, my beautiful brothers and sisters, fellow radiators of love, to Astro Fenixx, flying into the moment yet again and radiating love as always. And welcome to the daily Oracle card message for today, October 9th of 2019. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. I appreciate all of your continued support as we rise in love together. And I trust that you all have a beautiful, blessed day. And let's hop on into this reading. So we have the OG deck, of course, and the Answer is Simple deck. But I also wanted to switch it up a little bit. So we have my Animal Messengers Oracle card deck as well. So let's see what we have going on. We do have the moon in Aquarius today as we open up the day, and it'll be slipping into Pisces, getting ever so closer to that full moon in Aries, which I will be covering in a later video. I'm not sure when I want to make it, but sometime over the next few days, I will definitely be making that video. But let's see what we have going on today for our Oracle cards. And like I said, the moon is in Aquarius. It's a void, of course, moon. We also have Venus, which has just slipped into Scorpio. Definitely going to bring about some intense energies, especially in relationships, be them romantic, friends, partnerships, work colleagues, parents, kid dynamics, all kinds of interesting stuff. A lot of intense energy and a lot of this sort of, working on our intimacy and all that sort of stuff. So, intimacy, as some people would say. But let's see what we have going on for our cards today. We have the card of Getting Over Yourself and also the card of Hippopotamus. We've gotten the Get Over Yourself card before. The Hippopotamus says, friends stand close by you to shield you from life's adversities. What I love about this card and the fact that I drew it is that the hippopotamus, or at least with the system that I kind of just came across and discovered, is that it's actually a sort of totem animal for the Aquarius energy. And what's interesting is that, Aquarius does rule this vibration of friends and, how we deal with these social circumstances and stuff like that. The hippopotamus, when I think of it, they can be these rather dangerous creatures, but, they're kind of one of these creatures that do kind of, or at least in our childhood, they were presented as this sort of jolly creature. And then we have the card of Getting Over Yourself. So I think today is really going to be one of those days where it's going to bring about a bit of light and chill energy. Venus hasn't moved too much into Scorpio yet. It's only at 1 degree, but this is talking about how we do actually have people that support ourselves, to support us. We have people in our life that really do care about us and that do want the best for us. And even though they may not necessarily know what's best for us, they do care and they show that appreciation. But what happens? A lot of times we can be all up in our head. We can be all up in what we think is supposed to be. And we can just be so fixated on this particular mirror that we're looking into. And then we cast these projections onto this mirror and it bounces back and we're like, oh, I am this, I am that, blah, blah, blah. Hippopotamus is coming in here and saying that, you actually have the support all around you that you need, that you want, that you require. We as humans, we are very social creatures. But what happens in today's world is that we have become incredibly isolated in our daily interactions. It's like our family unions, our familial units have dwindled from like close-knit, intimate relationships with like 70 or so people. And when I say intimate, I don't necessarily mean sexual. I just mean people that are able to really feel you and understand you and comprehend you on a soul level. But this number has dwindled from like 50, 60 to 70 people that we had in these tribal communities down to like 10, 5, 3, maybe even 1 for some people. And a lot of times, and what I'm discovering is that a lot of it has to do with what we really is this inability to really show up for ourselves, this inability to really be who we truly are. This getting over yourself card is speaking deeply to not allowing ourselves to be something that we're not, being something that we're not, projecting a false sense of self just so we can fit in. And we all do this, where we project a version of ourselves that we think people are going to like, but then it turns out that we're lying to ourselves and we're not really attracting the company in our life that's really going to make us feel that joy and that jubilation, that bliss that comes with living. Because life really is a blessing, and really we should appreciate. I say should, but should is honestly a word that should be struck from the dictionary, because it's talking about this sort of expectation, that word should. And we have expectations on ourselves, we have expectations on other people, and when we don't live up to those standards, or other people don't live up to those standards, we can find ourselves being isolated. We can isolate ourselves from other people, we can isolate ourselves from ourselves. Let's see what we have for the dice roll today. So we do have the North Node in Virgo in the third house. This is quite an interesting energy. The third house does rule communication in the mind. It does deal with interactions, but then you have this Virgo energy. And of course, Virgo being co-ruled by Mercury, which Mercury does rule the third house, but we have the North Node here. And the North Node is going to be coming into the natural third house quite soon. But this Virgo energy is talking about this sort of, our daily life, our routines, our schedules. And this is about, looking at our life right now and finding the positive in it, finding the purpose in it. No matter what you're doing in your life right now, whether you are totally ecstatic about your life and you're just skipping gleefully down the sidewalk, or you're, maybe not feeling so great about yourself, that there are things that you have to work on, or maybe you're not necessarily wanting to work on them and you kind of continue to, continue to feel bad about yourself, whatever, and you're supposed to feel all those feelings. But the North Node here is still saying that there's purpose in there, and there's a reason why you are where you are, and to find the appreciation in that, find why exactly you are there, and to realize that there is a purpose and that you are exactly where you need to be, and you're around the people that you need to be around in this current moment. That doesn't mean that you can't change, because Virgo is about change. Virgo is mutable earth. It is about change. It is about making healthier decisions. It's about making healthier decisions for yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, etherically. In order for us to do this, we do have to get over ourselves. We do have to get over this image of who we thought we were, this image of who we think the world wants us to be, and to realize that when we really shine through, show our true colors, no matter how crazy it may seem, no matter how many people we think we may piss off, that there are going to be colleagues and friends and connections around us that truly understand us and that truly want the best for us, and that will truly be happy for our own happiness. And that's the thing. When you can really be happy for someone else's happiness, that is the key. That's one of the keys to life, is being happy for other people's happiness. Even if their form of happiness is not necessarily something that will bring you happiness, just seeing them happy will be just amazing. A good example is like, say you have a crush on someone and maybe those affections aren't returned, but then you see them really happy with someone else. It's easy to get jealous in these situations, but you just really want them to be happy, right? And then who knows, there'll probably be someone who steps into your life that really does care about you. Friends stand by close to shield you from life's adversities. You have angels and guides that are here to protect you. Reach out to them, talk to them. They're here. They've always have been. You're not alone. You are never alone, beloved. You are never alone. That is it for your reading today. I hope that you all enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you would like a personal reading with me, beloved, you can follow the link in the description below to astrofenixx.com. And as always, my beautiful brothers and sisters, always remember to keep moving forward, to stay focused, and Yahoo! Smile often.